Some fun facts about Zanzibar, Tanzania that blew my mind, that I feel like a lot of people have probably not heard about this all their lives. The first thing that I heard in Zanzibar, Tanzania that blew me off the roof was that there are two presidents in Tanzania, the president of Tanzania and the president of Zanzibar. How? They practice Islam, but they're not intense. I know how like Islam is in Nigeria, is really intense with dressing and all of that, but like they dress like pretty laid back. They don't really do all the cover up. Like he went to the club and he said he saw Muslim girls in the club dancing with their hijab, really dancing and like vibing in the club, and I'm like, how? Getting to Tanzania, as someone that has visited Nairobi, Kenya before, like a lot of things were similar. The language they speak, their food, however, they do not see eye to eye. Like if you are a Kenyan or a Tanzanian watching this video, please let me know what is the problem, what is the bone of contention. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you are seeing my beautiful face, my name is Cheta and I create a lot of content in Abuja, Nigeria. You are definitely in the right place. You are welcome on board. Thank you for stopping by. To my returnees, thank you so much guys for the love and the support. Please, if you are yet to subscribe, I plead with you, please click the subscribe button down below. Like this video because I assure you, you will definitely enjoy it. Share it with your friends, turn on your post notifications so that you get notified every time I post a new video, and please follow me on my socials up on the screen, I think here. And yeah guys, without a lot of rambling, let's get into today's video. Okay, so guys, in today's video I'm going to be doing something I have done before and the response was amazing. So if you guys remember, when I went to Kenya, I came back and I did a culture shock as a Nigerian going to Kenya and experiencing their culture. So if you guys have also been following me, which if you have not, why, I recently made a trip to Zanzibar, Tanzania, and guys, I have a few culture shocks too that I experienced there, and also some fun facts about Zanzibar, Tanzania that blew my mind, that I feel like a lot of people have probably not heard about this all their lives. So I'm here to give you guys that gist. I also want to let you guys in on some essentials, some things you need to know, or you need to do, or you need to prepare for before you embark on a journey to Zanzibar, Tanzania. Yeah, that's basically what today's video is going to be about. I personally, I enjoyed Zanzibar, like I enjoyed Tanzania. If you are not following me, then you are missing out. I shared all the videos, all the vlogs. I'll link it up above so you guys go and get caught up on my whole experience. And yeah, now I'm back and I'm here to share my own gist. So the first thing that I heard in Zanzibar, Tanzania that blew me off the roof was that there are two presidents in Tanzania, the president of Tanzania and the president of Zanzibar. How? Is it not one country? Like, how is that even possible? And the one that even shook me is that these presidents have their respective vice presidents. You must be kidding me. Like, how? I'm still really trying to understand how this works. Well, according to what I heard, they said it's something that they have always struggled splitting Tanzania with Zanzibar, or whatever the case may be. I might be wrong, but then eventually they landed on. I forgot to also mention that they also have two flags, one for Tanzania and one for Zanzibar. Like, what is going on, guys? I heard that it's something they've agreed on as a country because of some things that I honestly do not know and I did not want to go in depth into. But however, from what I heard, is an agreement and they are fine with it, and their government is fine with it, and they are doing whatever it is. But officially, the Tanzanian president is the actual president of Tanzania that we know about. So yeah, that's basically that. Any other thing is a mystery. You guys should go and figure it out, okay? So now this second item is more like a fun fact. So I heard that the entire Tanzania is over 61 million. That's not a lot compared to Nigeria that I am coming from. But what blew me is that they said that the entire Zanzibar is like approximately 1.8 million, and I'm like, how they're not even a lot in Zanzibar. Honestly, 1.8 million is pretty small. But yeah, that's the population, and I heard that this population is summing up both islands that are connecting Zanzibar. I think it's called Unguja and Pemba. The name will be on the screen. So yeah, that's crazy to me. I mean, 1.8 million is pretty small, coming from where I am coming from as a Nigerian babe. But yeah, that's basically what it is for them. And yeah, these figures are approximately, please, so I'm just saying approximately. Okay, now the next thing I heard that is more like a fun fact and also a culture shock is that 90% of Zanzibarians, I think, I'm not sure it's Tanzanians, but I think it's Zanzibarians, they are all Muslims. Like just 10% are Christians. And what I would say is a culture shock to me is like they practice Islam, but they're not intense. I know how like Islam is in Nigeria, is really intense with dressing and all of that, but like they dress like pretty laid back. They don't really do all the cover up. You'd see Muslim ladies will wear like a short hijabi and a leggings with like a short top. Like they're not intense with covering up, which is something that was shocking to me actually. And then let's say a part of my group, because it was a travel group, I traveled with a guy. He went to the club and he said he saw Muslim girls in the club dancing with their hijab, really dancing and like vibing in the club. And I'm like, how? That's really strange to me. So yeah, that's really a culture shock to me, the fact that they are really laid back. And I asked a few questions as far, what's up, what's going on? I'm not understanding, it's not making sense. But they said that that's actually how their Islam is not really intensely practiced, it's more laid back and all of that. And yeah, that was really strange to me. In the light of talking about dressing, so in Zanzibar, because it's like an island, so every part of Zanzibar, because I was at Jambiani, from Jambiani I moved to Nungwi, like you can literally dress anyhow you want, because like beaches is filled with beach. The beach is filled with like a lot of outdoor activities, so you can literally dress anyhow you want. You can wear bomb shorts, short tops, crop tops, whatever, short gowns and all of that, and have fun, have all the fun that you want. Some people even walk around with like swimming trunks. Honestly, like nobody really cares. But then there's a place called Stone Town where it's more reserved and you need to actually dress more appropriately. Actually, you can wear bomb shorts, but like you need to just be more a bit covered up. And they told us that, oh, as we're going to Stone Town, because we visited Stone Town, so they said prepare your mind, you need to be covered up, you need to look at least a bit this, and you need to be at least just a bit covered up, which is something that I wanted to talk about. Like I said, this video I'm trying to tell you what I experienced and what you should prepare for. So if you have intentions of visiting Stone Town, then you should get some at least covered up clothes, okay? But if you want to have fun, just Jambiani and the likes of it, go all out and dress however you want. So this particular thing I want to talk about is something that gave me more of a concern. Getting to Tanzania, Zanzibar, as someone that has visited Nairobi, Kenya before, like a lot of things were similar. The language they speak, they both speak Swahili, their food, a lot of things are very similar. However, they do not see eye to eye. Like if you are a Kenyan or a Tanzanian watching this video, please let me know what is the problem, what is the bone of contention. Why don't you guys see eye to eye? It's more like these people are saying, no, these people, they are so rude, they're disrespectful. These ones are saying, and they are snobs, they're like, it's a lot. Like anywhere I went to and I'm like, oh yeah, I visited Kenya and they are cool people. It's a lie. They're not. Like, are you kidding me? Like I was really confused. I had to pry and ask, and I heard it had something to do with the Kilimanjaro trying to struggle who owns Kilimanjaro. Some people said it was because they don't really understand Swahili as much and they are trying to act like they're better than them, and a lot of things. But see, honestly, if you are a Tanzanian or a Kenyan, please let me know down below why, because you guys are very similar. Why? The next thing I want to talk about is that I literally saw a lot of unused mass of land, like I saw in Nairobi. Like you see a lot of land just open, free for all. Nobody is using it. It's just like a bush. And in Nairobi, I asked, and they said it was for tourism and all of that, basically. But I asked in Kenya, what is it for? And they said nothing. So why people not developing, why people not building houses? So it was surprising to me. However, it's an island, so, and like I said, their population is really small there, so maybe they have a lot larger land than they need. But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. Let me know why you guys have that mass land that is unused. And yeah, it's just there. Guys, I saw a glimpse of the State University of Zanzibar, Susa, and guys, it looked really small. Like, I know how universities in Nigeria look like. They are like a lot. It looks really small. And honestly, I was like, why is it that small? Like, it looks like a secondary school in one community in Nigeria, honestly. But then again, if you look at it from a deeper angle, there are not much. There are not a lot of people there. In that 1.8 million, approximately 1.8 million, how many students will actually be there? So that could be the reason why. I don't know if you know, are you a Tanzanian? Let me know below. But yeah, it was really small, and honestly it was surprising to me, because when I heard it was a university, I was expecting like, whoa, one very large big building. But yeah, it looks really small. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comment section below. This is a huge perk. See guys, Tanzanians are very cheerful people. I said this about Nairobi, Kenyans rather. They're very cheerful people, but Tanzanians, like, they took it to a whole other level. They're very friendly, they're very cheerful, they're very like humble, humility, like they're so humble. I don't know if it's because there are a lot of foreigners that come to their country and they're just trying to make you comfortable, but yeah, they're really warming. And like I said, there are a lot of foreigners, just like I said, another thing I noticed. So a lot of foreigners from different countries coming to the country. At the end of the day, from what I heard, majority of their economy is gotten from tourism, so that could be the reason why foreigners are flooding in to just experience the amazing, beautiful, serene country, or let's say yeah, country of Tanzania, Zanzibar. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was very pleased being a Nigerian in Zanzibar, Tanzania, because guys, like, they love Nigerians, like genuinely love Nigerians. I had like at least 3 people walk up to me and they're like, hello, are you Nigerian? Please, can you speak? I want to hear your accent. And I'm like like, it was confusing, but yeah, they had like huge, massive love for Nigerians. And yeah, I was really impressed by that. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys too. Okay, so this particular one blew me off. The current currency of Tanzania is about 2,500 T shillings, Tanzanian shillings, equaling to 1 USD. And that was really crazy to me. Coming from Nigeria, where we have like almost 900 naira to 1 USD, and I go there and it's like almost 3 times that, and I'm like, what's going on? So yeah, their currency is really poor. And honestly, I did not see this coming, because like, coming from Nairobi, where I think their currency was about, I'll put it on the screen, I know it was a lot stronger, even stronger than Nigerian currency. So I was expecting that, but yeah, I did not get that, and it was really shocking to me. Yeah, another thing I noticed is that a large number of people in Tanzania cannot speak English, so they speak, I think they speak more of Swahili, which was the other case with Tanzania and Nairobi, Kenya. However, they keep saying that Kenyans don't know how to speak Swahili, that's why they're always opting for English. But yeah, I think I noticed that, and that's something that I would like to state here. Yeah, that's basically it. Next thing I'll talk about is the weather in Zanzibar. Jeez, it is so bipolar. Like, I would think Nigerian weather is bipolar. Like, it gets extremely hot in the afternoons. Like, I literally got sunburns within like maybe say 5 days, or 5 to 6 days of staying in Zanzibar, Tanzania. That was how hot the weather was. So yeah, it gets really hot, but at night it gets really chilly. And in that light, I would advise you, if you are going to Zanzibar, Tanzania, essential, get a lot of sunscreen. Like, literally bathe yourself in sunscreen. Like, always apply it on your body. There are a lot of water activities, so if you do any water activity, reapply, continue applying, because trust me, like, the state at which I came back to Nigeria is not something that you guys should just get ready for that. Also, talking about how hot their weather is, also come prepared with a lot of skimpy short clothes, like bomb shorts, short tops, like things that make you really comfortable, because if the weather is very hot and you're fully covered up, you'll be extremely hotter, you understand? So yeah, the weather was really hot. That was something I noticed, and I was thinking it would be really cold based off of it's an island. But yeah, there's so many factors, and trust me, it was so hot. Like, it was so hot that at the point I was like, this has to be hotter than Nigeria, because I'm not understanding. But yeah, it was really hot, so prepare your mind for that. Before I went to Tanzania, Zanzibar, I had a lot of safety issues, like people complaining that they got robbed, one thing or the other. But I'm thankful that I did not experience that. I am really thankful that I did not experience that. Everywhere seemed safe, In fact, one of the hotels where I stayed at, they left my door open. The cleaner left my door open, and I was thinking by the time I came I would not find everything, but thankfully I met every single time money and thing I kept there. So yeah, it was a lot more safer than I thought it would be. But then I have to mention, so they said that they do a lot of voodoo and juju, which is normal in most places, and it's Africa, of course. So yeah, they told us to beware of like interacting with some certain people or having like physical contact with them because of all this voodoo juju. Basically, we call it jazz in Nigeria, jazz sha. That we should be careful and beware of that, which was really scary for me. But then again, it's normal, it's everywhere. There's juju everywhere, there's jazz everywhere, there's like voodoo in most places. So yeah, that's something I wanted to mention. So yeah, another thing I wanted to mention is a culture shock for me, because it's something that Nigerians struggle with. So they literally with ease collect lower denomination USD. You give them 1 USD, they collect it. You give them 2, they collect it. You give them 20, they collect it. You give them 100, they collect it. Whatever dollar bill you give them of USD, they readily collect it. In fact, I would even urge you, if you're traveling to Zanzibar, get it because you really need it. Compared to Nigeria, where if it's not $100 bill, nobody's collecting it, even in the bank, and you're like, what is going on here? Do you get? So they really collect the lower denomination of dollar bills. So that's something that really shook me. Okay, shook me. Another thing that was confusing to me, you know how like when you lodge in a hotel and there's like buffet breakfast, you can take away your breakfast. How? Like in Nigeria, anything concerning buffet, you have no, like, it's all you can eat. If you cannot eat it, leave it and go. But then they give you the option to take away your breakfast, to like package it and take it to your room, or take it out if you're heading out, which was really cool. I mean even in Tanzania and even in Nairobi, Kenya, that was not allowed in the hotel where I stayed. I tried to take away breakfast and they were like, nah, you can't do that. But here they were even giving us options. Oh, do you want to take away your breakfast in at least 2 places? And I was like, what's going on here? So it really shook me to see that. But yeah, I think that's kind and that's nice. I mean, if I paid for a room, give me the option to take away my breakfast, it only makes sense. Okay, so like I mentioned before, essentials: you need sunscreen, you need to know how to swim. See, if you cannot swim, you will not enjoy Zanzibar, because a lot of activities are water sports. Majority of the activities are water sports, water activities where you need to get into the water, and to enjoy it you need to have this skill. So you need to learn how to swim. You need to also get shades, because see, the sun is blinding. Get good shades, get short clothes that can make you really comfortable. And that's another major thing that you need when you're traveling to Zanzibar, Tanzania. It's a very beautiful country, but you need to come prepared. Okay, so another thing to mention here is that you need to be ready for a lot of physical activities. So you don't, if you're someone that's sedentary and you want to go and explore Zanzibar, you won't really enjoy it. But you're someone that's really active, because there are a lot of like walking, swimming, which there are forms of exercises and other activities. So if you're someone that wants to go there, prepare yourself, get active, and you will have so much fun, like so much fun. Okay, another thing worth to mention is that the Wi-Fi is not as strong as it was in Nairobi, and it was not everywhere. So it's something I struggled with in another man's country. I needed Wi-Fi and it was not accessible everywhere, and it was not strong in all regions. So that's something I wanted to mention. However, in some places it was really good, it was free and all of that, but I think it's worth to mention that. Another thing I want to talk about is, see, prepare yourself for mosquitoes. It's Africa, of course, so if you're traveling, get mosquito repellent, because see, the mosquitoes that beat me were on another level. So prepare yourself for mosquitoes. Again, it's Africa. We have mosquitoes in Nigeria, we have mosquitoes everywhere, but I think here I really got bit by the mosquitoes. I don't know whether it's because there's a lot of water, it's an island and all of that, but maybe probably all of these factors played in it. But man, I was really bit by mosquitoes at a point. I don't even know how I felt, but yeah, it was crazy. Another thing worth mentioning, see guys, the water in Zanzibar is hard. No hard water when you're trying to wash your face and it's not lathering. It was hard water, and for someone like me that had sensitive skin, by the time I left Zanzibar, gosh, I had like terrible heat rashes. I don't know whether it wasn't the result of the water. I had sunburn, my skin was acting up. So prepare yourself for all of this. The water is hard, it doesn't lather. to wash your face as much as it is. However, with all of these things, and like I said, I'm not saying this to condemn anybody's country or all of that. Like, every country has its good side and its bad side, the whole world. And I absolutely loved Zanzibar Tanzania. Like, I enjoyed my stay there. I had so much fun. Like I said again, if you have not watched my previous vlog, then you are missing out. Yeah, on a long thing, go and watch it. I absolutely had an amazing time there. And yeah, I would say if you can visit, and you will definitely enjoy it. So yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. If you liked what you see or you saw or you heard, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you have not, turn on your post notifications so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Share this video with your family and friends that have plans to visit Zanzibar Tanzania, and also follow me on my socials up on the screen. Yeah, that's it basically, guys. I had so much fun here, and I would urge you to go there. And yeah, I am looking forward to more amazing travel. By the way, this was a recommendation from my Kenyan trip. Oh, go to Zanzibar, you will enjoy it. And here I am. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye.